Those in the back, the note in the red says these 3 elements are all hazard warnings are required to be labeled together on the label, which is hazard pictograms, basically hazard pictures, signal words, and hazard statements. Next slide. And that's what it says here. Labeling. The standardized label elements include in the GHS are signal words, hazard statements, and symbols, hazard pictograms. Next slide. Signal words, danger or warning, used to emphasize hazard and indicate relative level of severity of the hazard assigned to the GHS hazard class and category. Next slide. Yuri.
Hazard statements include appropriate statement for each GHS hazard on labels for products that possess more than one hazard. Examples of required hazard statements: keep away from fire, sparks, and heated surfaces. Do not use in areas without adequate ventilation. Use CO2, dry chemical, or foam for fighting fires, and wear safety goggles and gloves.
Next slide. Pictograms have been standardized to convey health, physical, and environmental hazard information assigned to GHS hazard class and category. Next slide. Pictograms. Pictograms are required in the revised hazard communication standard. The 9 pictograms below are standardized. Next slide. Exclamation mark. Irritant, skin and eye, skin sanitizer, acute toxicity, harmful, narcotic effects, respiratory tract irritant, hazard to ozone layer, non-mandatory. Next slide. Health hazard, carcinogen, mutanogenicity, can't say that word, reproductive toxicity, respiratory sanitizer, target organ toxicity, respiratory toxicity. Next slide.
Flame. Flammables, hydrofluorics, self-heating, emits flammable gas, self-reactants, organic, or XL.
Next slide. Gas cylinder. Gases under pressure. Next slide. Corrosion. Skin corrosion, burns, eye damage, corrosive to metals. Next slide. Exploding bomb. Explosives, self-reactive, organic peroxides. Next slide. Flame over circle. Oxidizers. Next slide. Skull and crossbones. Acute toxicity, fatal or toxic. Next slide. Environment, non-mandatory. Aquatic toxicity. Next slide. This is a sticker. It's basically the sticker that you're going to get to put on to identify the liquid that's inside the bottle. Whether it's a spit bottle, whether it's a water bottle that's unlabeled, pretty much anything that's in your building, it has to have the sticker on it. And then, next slide. Let me get somebody to read that up front. Go ahead.
All right. Precautionary statements and pictograms. Measures to minimize or prevent adverse effects.
Product identifier. Ingredient disclosure. Name or number used for a hazardous product on a label or in the SDS. Slide. Supplier identification. The name, address, and telephone number should be provided on the label. Next slide. Implementation information. Non-hazardized, all right, as you were. Non-harmonized information. Next slide.
New hazard information. Manufacturers, importers, distributors, and employers who become newly aware of significant information regarding chemical hazards shall revise the labels for the chemical within 3 months, revise the SDS for the chemical within 3 months.
Next slide. In summary, during this block of instruction, we have covered introduction, background, hazards, safety data sheets, and labeling. Next slide.
All right, closing comments. OSHA has revised the hazard communication standard to include GHS. As in the current system, workers must be trained on the chemical hazards that may encounter before they are exposed to use and or work with the hazardous chemicals. There is no grace period for this hazard communication training. Prior to December 1st, 2013, Army soldiers, civilians, and embedded contractors must be trained on the new label elements and safety data sheet SDS format.
Next slide.
Way ahead, we will update our organization's hazard communication program and training to reflect the globally harmonized system. Until December 1st, 2015, there will be a transition period where every chemical received can have either the current hazardous chemical label and MSDS or the new GHS label and SDS. Updates to Army regulations and guidance on alternative workplace labeling to meet GHS compliance is underway. By June 2016, all Army organizations will be in full compliance. Information sources. OSHA webpage on the GHS.
I believe in you.
Y'all know all that, right? OSHA fact sheet, website. OSHA's guidance to GHS Purple Block, website. Globally harmonized system of classification and labeling of chemicals, GHS 4th Ed Purple Book. Also, see associated handouts in the training support package. Next slide.
That's it. All right. So,
Get warmed up.
how many of us are familiar with MSDS? Should be all workable.
Go maintenance.
Alright, basically that's MSDS is being replaced by SDS. The whole point of it is just drop the material. It's just safety, basically just focusing on safety. Alright, these bottles that I pass around, don't open them up, right? Alright, I'm gonna give you an example, scenario. You got a water bottle, it's empty. You got a white powdery substance in it. What do you think it is?
Anthrax.
Anthrax. You got anthrax. Anybody else?
It'll be baked, Bob.
Okay. What's that?
I think it's
Okay.
It's all about games.
Okay. What else? Listen up. I'm serious. What else? Detergent.
creatine.
Alright. Creatine. Alright. Got that water bottle with that white powdery substance. This is what everybody's saying. Alright? You put that water bottle with that white powdery substance next to a coffee maker. Now what do you do? Creamer, sugar. Alright? So those of us that drink coffee, do you use creamer or sugar?
I use milk.
Alright, what if it was detergent mixed with creamer? What if it was, who said something else? Cocaine. Alright?
No.